Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 25 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 2131, longest palindrome by concatenating two letter words. Let's read the problem statement first. You are given an array of strings words. Each element of words consists of two lowercase English letters. Okay, so word string array given to us, and each element consists of two lowercase English letters. We have to create the longest possible palindrome by selecting some elements from words and concatenating them in any order. Each element can be selected at most once. We have to return the length of the longest palindrome that you can create, and if it is impossible to create any palindrome, then in that case we have to return 0. Okay, so a palindrome is a string that reads the same forward and backward. All right, so constant size is given to us as a words dot length from 1 to 10 to the power 5, and words I dot length is equal to 2, and words of I consists of lowercase English letters. Okay, now see this example number 1, right? So here first, what is palindrome, right? So palindrome is a string that reads the same forward and backward, like this A B A. Okay, so it is a palindrome if you read it from left to right or from right to left, right? This is also palindrome A B B A, right? Same, right? But this is not a palindrome A B A C B, and right, so here ACB, and if you read it like this, it is BCA. Okay, so it is not palindrome, right? So now see this example number 1, how we are going to solve this problem, right? So here first, what you need to do here, you have to iterate over all these words one by one. Okay, so here first word is LC, right? First word is LC. So check if you have seen this CL in the past. Okay, because LC can club with this CL, right? This string. So if I club this LC with opposite of this CL, okay, this is nothing but a mirror image of this. Okay, mirror image of this. So if you read it, this is LCCL, and from here also LCCL. Okay, so I am finding the mirror image of this. How I'm going to find the mirror image of this? By reversing this particular string. Okay, so for LC I'm looking whether we have CL in, whether we have seen this CL in the past or not. So no, we haven't seen this CL in the past. So what you need to do now, store this frequency. Okay, so LC, I'm going to create one hash map, and in the hash map I will store that I have seen LC one time in the past. Okay, this is done. Now next time I move to this particular word, okay, CL. So now for CL I'm going to reverse it, and I'm going to check if I have this LC in my hash map in the past or not. So yes, I have seen this. For this CL I have seen this LC in the past, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to club both of them, right? So CL is going to club with LC. So see, if you read it from left to right or from right to left, it is a palindrome, right? So I'm clubbing it. So what is the length coming out here? 4, right? When I'm going to club this CL with LC, length is always going to come out as 4, right? Because here the length given is fixed, right? 2, right? So words of I dot length is always 2. Okay, so I'm clubbing the mirror image of this with LC, right? See, I'm clubbing the mirror image of CL with LC, right? So length is going to come out as 4. Okay, so I'm going to create one variable, and in that I'm going to update my length as 4. Okay, so initial I will create one variable, length is equal to 0, and here my length is incremented to 4. Okay, done. So I club this CL with LC, right? So I have already clubbed this CL with LC, so just reduce the frequency of this to 0. Okay, right, I have reduced the frequency of this to 0, right? Okay, now next time I move to this word, right? GG. Okay, now I'm going to see GG. Okay, now opposite of this GG, is it there in my hash map or not? It is not there, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this GG here in my hash map. Okay, this is done. I have added this GG in my hash map, right? Now at next time I move this here out of bound, right? So I have to exit. Now once all this is done, okay, so right now my current length is 4, right? Now after that I'm going to iterate over my hash map. So here I am going to check first this key. So here this L and C both are not matching, and this value is also 0, right? So we don't need to do anything here. Now see here, if you see this key, okay, so if you see this key here, first character and this character both are matching, and this occurs more than 0 number of times. Okay, so this is occurring one time. Okay, so greater than 0, this value is greater than 0, right? So we can do one thing now. Here CL and here LC, we can place this GG in the mid. Okay, right? So if you read it from left to right or from right to left, you are going to see that this is palindrome. Okay, so here previous length was 4, so in this time I'm going to add this length 2. Okay, so length is equal to length plus 2, so 4 plus 2 6. Okay, so I have added this GG in the end, in the mid, right? So now total length is 6 and 6 is our output. Okay, so we can do like this, right? So here AB and here BA. So if we have any element, okay, like this, okay, where both the characters are matching, so we can place that in the mid, right? We can place that in the mid, right? Okay, so now this is done. Now see this example number 2, right? So same thing you have to do. Here AB, you haven't seen this AB in the past, add this in HashMap. You haven't seen this TY, okay, AB BA, you are looking for BA, BA is not there in the past, so you add the frequency. TY, you are looking for YT, YT is not there in the past, so you have to add the frequency of TY. Now you reach here YT, so YT, for YT you are going to search for TY. So TY was there in the past, so you are going to reduce this frequency and you are going to update the length with the 4. Okay, this time, so because we are covering this 2. Okay, so previous initially we took L as 0, now so here it is going to become 4. Next time you are going to reach here LC. For LC you are going to look for CL, so CL is not there in the past, so here you are going to add just LC frequency 1. Now next time you move here CL, so for CL you are going to look for LC. So yes, it is there in the past. Okay, so length is going to update as previous length 4. Now LC CL we are clubbing, so 4 plus 4, it is going to become 8, and this you have to reduce to 0. Okay, now next time you are going to reach here AB, BA. Have you seen BA in the past? No. So you are going to increment the frequency of AB. Okay, so this is done. Now you reach out of bound. Okay, so in the end this is your hash map. Now you have to, in the end you have to iterate over these keys. Okay, so A and B both are not matching, so we can't place this in mid, we can't place this in mid, we can't place this in mid. Okay, right, done. So length is coming out as 8. That's it. Now see this example number 3. So here CC, have you seen CC in the past? No. CC frequency you are going to add 1 in the hash map. Have you seen LL in the past? No. So you have to add the frequency of LL 1 in the past. Have you seen access in the past? So you have to add access frequency here 1. Okay, because we haven't seen this in past. Okay, so this is done. So right now length is still 0. Now we have to iterate over these keys, right? So here we are going to check important point. Okay, so we are going to check if first this, so C and C both are matching and this is greater than 0, so length is going to update as length plus 2, so it is going to update 0 plus 2. Okay, so we have updated this 2. Now we don't need to check this, right? We have to break this condition here. Okay, we have to break this. Okay, so we are just going to find out any one. Okay, if it is there, just break it after finding that. Okay, because we can only use one center palindrome, right? So we can only use CC, we can only use LL. Okay, we can only use XX. Okay, we can't club all these together, right? So we can only use one. All right, so this is one thing. Okay, and yeah, that's it. And this is also palindrome, right? GG, GG, here AB, BA, and here CC. This is also palindrome, right? So see this GG both are matching, so this we are already handling this scenario here in the first case when we are iterating over all these words array one by one. Okay, so here also we are checking all this. Okay, so here we are doing right, here we were searching for GG, so if we have seen GG in the past, so we are already checking this here in the first time. Okay, so, and then in the end whatever left in map, then we are finding out the middle one if we can place anything in the middle. Okay, so this is done. So this is what you need to do, very simple program, right? So now let's write the code is also going to be very simple. Okay, only few lines of code. Okay, we have to use the hash map here, right? So create one hash map first. So map string integer map is equal to new hash map, and then create one variable length, set it to 0, and then here create one boolean central used and set it to false. Okay, and then after that here just iterate over all the words. Okay, you can use for each loop, right? For string word in words. Okay, and here you can use string reverse is equal to new string builder, and in this string builder you are going to pass the word that you have, you are going to reverse it, and then you are going to just convert this to string. Okay, this string builder, so to string, so you are going to get the reverse word now. Okay, now here you have to check if you have seen this word in the past or not. Okay, so map dot get or default, so you are going to check this key, reverse key. Okay, so if it is there then take that value, otherwise take 0. Okay, so if this value is greater than 0, that simply means that it is there in the past. Okay, so in that case you have to update the length as length plus 4. Okay, right? So why we are doing that? Because this ab, okay, if we add ba to it, okay, reverse of this, okay, so length is coming out as 4, right? Always. So after that you have to reduce the frequency of reverse. Okay, so map dot put, here you have to write reverse, and here you have to write map dot get or default, and here the frequency of this reverse. Okay, so it is already there now, so here you have to write map dot get. Okay, it will work. Map dot get reverse, and here you have to write -1. Okay, this is done. And in the else part, okay, only if this condition is not valid, in that you have to update the word. Okay, so here what you need to do, you have to write map dot put. Now just update the frequency of that particular word. Okay, so map dot get or default word. Okay, if it is not there then take 0 by default, right, and add 1 to it. All right, so this is done. Okay, so this is done. Now after that, now we have to iterate over, we have to find the center element, right? So here you have to iterate over all the keys available in the hash map. Okay, string key, and here map dot you can write key set. Okay, and here inside this just check if both the characters are matching. Okay, so key dot char at 0. Okay, if it is equal to key dot char at 1. Okay, and here you have to write map dot get the value of this particular key. Okay, it should be greater than 0. Okay, so if both these conditions are valid, so in that case you have to update the length as with 2, right? So why 2? Because we are going to use only one center palindrome, right, like gg, right? So here then after that you have to break. Okay, that's it. And in the end you have to just simply return length. Okay, and we are not using this now, so let's remove it. Okay, so now let's run it and see if there any code issue. We'll try to fix that. So see, all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it, and the time complexity of this problem is going to be O of n. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in the comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.